Hello people of YouTube, it's me, Yellow Polytoad. I'm back and now I'm doing reviews. So for my first review, I'm going to review a movie from my favorite show, Digimon. So start with Digimon Adventure 2, Revenge of Diaboromon. Okay, probably should tell you guys about the show first since no one's ever heard of Digimon apparently. I've actually asked some of my friends, some of them have never even heard of it. Yeah. So Digimon is a show that came out around the same time as Pokemon. It involved kids teaming up with talking monsters to destroy dark monsters that would destroy both worlds. And that's the general idea of the show itself. Every season is kind of a different plot itself. The first two seasons, yeah, basically what I said. Kids team up to defeat evil darkness, yeah. I'll explain more when we get to the movie. Point being, this is the second movie, so I probably should go over the first movie as well. There are also these awful Digimon games, but we don't talk about those. Okay, it turns out I don't actually have footage of the first movie, so I'm just gonna talk over clips of the first season, since this is a movie for the first two seasons. Alright, to make a long story short, evil computer virus Digimon tries to destroy the internet. They defeat it with the power of fusing Digimon together. That's basically the movie. And Digimon's back in this movie. And yes, people will still watch Digimon. Digimon Fusion does have a lot of Digifusing. But the idea was actually came up with the first Digimon movie, and used for the first time in Season 2 aside from that. Digimon Fusion just uses it more often. Let's get started with the Season 2 movie, with the Season 4 theme song. Even though this movie is actually much better than the Season 4 movie.
Into the real world.
And Patamon is a Season 4 voice actor. Was this supposed to be a Season 4 movie, but they made Island of Adventure instead? It's even better. Alright, so the movie actually starts with a bunch of Digimon called Kuromon coming through the internet sending emails to people. So they can find the main characters, the Digidestined. Why send emails to them to find them? I don't know. This is before the internet became a big thing. Alright, so we see that the villain from the first movie, Diaboromon, has somehow come back to life. How did he come back to life? I have no idea. The first two seasons had this thing with bringing back villains. Yeah, the final villain was a villain from the first season. I don't know why Season 2 did that so much. For the record, Digimon can't die in this season, but it does seem kind of lazy of Season 2 to keep reusing villains. I guess this is a Season 2 movie, no matter what the song says. So we see that our brave heroes that have saved the world twice meet at high school. They really need to get a base or something. Once the heroes have gone to the Almighty High School, except for Mimi who lives in America. Remember, the show takes place in Japan because they made it. And Joe that's studying to be a doctor, so he's not there. He's barely in this movie, actually, despite being one of the main characters. And Sora, who's at tennis camp because she likes sports and stuff, who's not even in this movie. For more than 5 seconds. The 12 main characters the first two seasons have, barely any of them are even in this movie, let alone important to the plot. That's kinda stupid. Especially when there are other movies that have actually done better. Like, maybe the first movie? Or the Season 3 movies? Wow, I just realized Season 3 is the only movie that actually used all their characters. Okay then, no wonder they're the best. Right, so Izzy, the computer expert of the group, tells the others about Diaboromon sending emails. So basically that's how they know Diaboromon's returned. How do they know they're not being pranked? I have no idea. I just realized there's a lot this movie doesn't explain. Alright, so basically, Itai and Matt, who were basically the leaders of the group, decided they'll go after Diaboromon with their Digimon, because they defeated him the first time, with their Digimon fusing together to create a Digimon called Omnimon, which is in almost every season. So basically, the others gotta go capture all the Kuromon that Diaboromon is sending for the emails, so this is like Pokemon. Okay then. You know, most people think Digimon's a ripoff of Pokemon. Maybe this is why. It's not, by the way. By the way, sorry about the quality of the video. I guess I messed up while recording this a few months ago. It'll get better later. By the way, apparently Izzy can put Kuromon in his computer and delete them. I have no idea how you do that. I know Digimon are digital monsters, but I still don't know how it's possible. Apparently I was mistaken. He cannot delete them, but he can still put them in the computer, which is weird. So yeah, the others just go after Kuromon. And send those Kuromon to Izzy to deal with later. We never find out what he did with them, but I'm guessing he just sent them back to the digital world to make them someone else's problem.
The robotic demon has much to answer for.
Yeah, I know Ultron's not a computer virus like Diaboromon or Kuromon, but close enough. He's still evil and he's still a robot.
Diaboromon keeps sending these Kuromon into the real world. Maybe he wants Omnimon to come after him. Uh-oh.
Alright, so Izzy figures out it's a trap, yet he doesn't warn Tai or Matt or even the others who are capturing Kuromon. For the smartest person on the team, that's kinda stupid. Even if he can't talk to Tai or Matt, he can still talk to the others. They're in the human world. Alright, so Davis and Ken, who are the most important characters in this season, Season 2, capture a bunch of Kuromon that don't digivolve when Davis' Digimon Vmon attacks them, so it makes Izzy even more suspicious that this is a trap, and he still doesn't find a way to warn Tai and Matt. Even on that earlier scene, he was talking to his Digimon who was still in the digital world. Like, he's doing that in this scene, too. So he can't talk to Tai and Matt? Okay. Forgot to explain what digivolving is. Basically, it's like evolving in Pokemon, but only temporarily, because they change back when they're out of energy, and they usually stay in their rookie stage of Digimon. They only digivolve to the later stages in order to fight. That's basically all you need to know. Alright, so Tai and Matt me over their Digimon and somehow get inside the internet. I don't know what they did in the first movie either, but they did. Not kidding, naturally, in the internet. Either way, they made up their Digimon, prepare to fight Diaboromon by digivolving. How did they digivolve straight to Omnimon? They never been able to do that before. And why didn't they use that in the show against Myotismon? Yeah, I know Digicore and not being able to digivolve to Ultimate, but they can do it here. This makes no sense as a Digimon fan. Alright, so they defeat some of the Kuromon working for Diaboromon, but he's just laughing at them. And apparently Izzy can see the fight going on. I don't know how he's doing that. Either way, Tensumon, who's Izzy's Digimon, tells him that TK and Kari are gonna go after Tai and Matt and help them fight Diaboromon. If you don't know who any of these characters are, sorry I didn't explain them well. Kari's Tai's sister and TK's Matt's brother. I haven't explained any of the characters really so far. I just explain them as they come up in the plot. Like I said, not many of them are that important. These are most of the strongest Digimon they have, and they can't beat Diaboromon. Okay. And yeah, I know Diaboromon's the Mega level, the highest level Digimon can go to, but so is Omnimon. He's 2 of them fused together, and he beat Diaboromon last time, on his own, when there were like 1,000 clones of Diaboromon helping him. So why can't Omnimon beat him this time with help? This is a sequel? Alright, so with the help of TK and Kari's Digimon, Angemon and Angelomon, Omnimon does manage to defeat Diaboromon. But it turns out defeating Diaboromon was a trap, cause all the Kuromon escaped through the internet. Yeah, I guess Izzy was right, but the trap and he should have told them. Plus the movie can't be that short. Plus Tai, Matt, Kari, and TK are stuck in the internet, literally. But they'll be back in like 10 minutes later into this movie. Alright, so just as Davis and Ken are about to go after TK, Kari, Tai, and Matt, because Davis has a crush on Kari, the Kuromon all come out into the real world and they're gonna cause trouble, I guess. They're not really doing anything at this exact moment. Did you really think they're gonna listen to you, Davis? They're the bad guys.
Attention all Kuromon. Regroup at the rendezvous point.
So is Diaboromon gonna come back a 3rd time, or is this just a ghost thing? Alright, so Vmon and Wormon's Ken's Digimon, by the way, and I mentioned earlier that Vmon's Davis's, get separated from their human partners when a Kuromon will go to wherever Diaboromon's telling him to go. Diaboromon's telling him to go to the harbor, by the way. Also, while he's trying to figure it out, Mimi shows up just to be annoying. Even though the meeting was hours ago, and once again, she just annoys Izzy. She does nothing important. What's the point of Season 1 characters in this movie? Alright, so Davis and Ken try to get to the harbor to meet their Digimon and fight Diaboromon.
This Diaboromon is really smart. At first I assumed he was simply into destruction like the first Diaboromon. But
Wait, this is a different Diaboromon? Why isn't that the same Diaboromon? And why is it another Diaboromon if it came from computer viruses? How did a computer virus create the same thing twice? How did a computer virus create Digimon at all? Oh wait, this is Digimon, it doesn't have to make sense.
Diaboromon is really smart. At first I assumed he was simply into destruction like the first Diaboromon, but emailing those Kuromon was actually brilliant.
What do you mean, Izzy?
You see, it would be too hard for Diaboromon himself to enter the real world because it's too much data for a computer to upload. But the Kuromon are just simple files. Their data can easily be transmitted through emails and text messages. That's the genius of his plan. He figured out that even if he were destroyed, the Kuromon would still be transmitted off of the internet. And once together again in the real world, their data can combine to form Diaboromon. That's why we have to try to stop that from happening.
So basically Diaboromon had a backup plan in case he failed, and minions to do it for him. Sounds like a Power Rangers villain for some reason, but I'm not sure which one. I didn't even mention Yuli and Cody, the other two members of the Season 2 team. Oh yeah, Hawkmon, Armadillomon, or Digimon by the way. Because they have no purpose in this movie. Sora has even less purpose, but these two don't really do anything that important.
There are millions of Kuromon in the harbor. Hurry up and get over here.
We're on our way! Yoli!
Huh?
Yoli, what's going on? Yoli, answer me! Are you alright, Yoli?
They're digivolving.
How does turning into a Digi-Egg help you Digivolve? Normally when Digimon quote-unquote die, they turn back into Digi-Eggs until they're reborn again. That's kind of how Digimon don't die in most seasons, by the way. Except Season 3 for some reason. Either way, so how does turning into an egg help them Digivolve if they're already at the lowest level? I don't know, this movie's making things up as it goes along.
Come on, Ken! Faster! We gotta get down there before that Digi-Egg hatches! I think I know that, Davis. There's no telling what kind of monster's going to come out of that thing.
A Digimon monster, Ken. That's what Digimon are. You're supposed to be smart. Right, so Digi-Egg hatches, and the Digimon that comes out is not Diaboromon. Rather, a Digimon that, according to Wikipedia, is called Armageddonmon. Not that they ever say that in the movie. Right, so somehow Time, Kari, TK, and her Digimon get out of the internet, but the movie once again never explains it. It never explains how they got in there to begin with, but I don't know, this is confusing. They're back and anyone's gonna fight Armageddonmon.
That should do it. What? Destiny Destroyer.
So Anima is one of the most powerful Digimon of all time. So why is he losing Armageddonmon? Maybe he needs to fuse with another Digimon. Also, why is it something about Armageddonmon reminds me of Grumia from Fire Emblem Awakening? I don't know, they just look similar to me. Maybe it's because Fire Emblem's my favorite, Awakening's my favorite game, and Digimon's my favorite show? I don't know.
I don't think I can make it, Ken. I'm spanked. Don't give me that, Davis. You've been in tough situations before, but you've always managed to dig deep and come up with something extra, so start digging. Davis! Ken! Is that Joe on a bike? Izzy told me you were heading to the harbor on foot, so I brought you this. Thanks, Joe, but there are two of us and only one. Yeah.
Hi, guys.
Huh? Oh, wait up!
Alright, so Joe shows up on a bike for the sake of plot convenience. They couldn't think of anything better for him to do in this movie. Or in Digimon Try. Different story, we'll get back to that another time. Oh well, at least there's a purpose in this movie. It seems like whoever wrote this really hates Season 1. Even though this is a Season 2 movie. So Animon can't even damage Armageddonmon. And that's kind of a problem since he's their most powerful Digimon. So how are they gonna beat it? We'll get to that in a few minutes. So anyone appears to have lost a fight, but usually when Digimon lose, they turn back into Digi-Eggs or their lower level forms. So why is he still Omnimon if he lost? Did whoever wrote this not actually watch the season or the show? I don't know, maybe.
Out of the way! Let me through! Excuse me. Wow! Thanks! Go get 'em! Sorry to keep you waiting, Demon! Let's go, Wormmon!
Alright, so Davis and Ken get to the harbor and reunite with their Digimon. And it's time to Digivolve and fight. First off, it's pretty cool how they Digivolve straight to their highest levels. Like the DNA Digivolve, they fused together, which was the only one's doing, so I'm guessing that was on purpose when they wrote this. Oh yeah, by the way, people over the world can watch the fight with Diaboromon because they did that in the first movie and that worked. I don't know, at least in the first movie it was in the internet, so it worked. Person who wrote this, that's Imperial Digimon Dragon Mode, not Fighter Mode. This is Imperial Digimon Fighter Mode, and we'll see him in a few minutes.
Oh, Imperial Dramon! Hang in there!
See, now he's Fighter Mode. So if anyone can't beat him, what's it make something Imperial Digimon can? So they're both Mega levels. Why is Armageddon so much stronger? Is it because he's a computer virus?
No way. It didn't work.
We can't quit! We've always fought with all our strength before. To the very end, every time.
Yeah, I know, different season, but it's the same show, and it is what they're saying.
Yeah!
Alright, so Davis' speech about never giving up inspires Omnimon to give his power to Imperial Digimon. It's a good idea, you know, passing on the torch. It kind of works since Season 2 kids kind of picked up for Season 1, until Digimon Tri became a thing, but different story. So yeah, it's a good idea. How could this go wrong?
What's going on, Izzy?
Omnimon is transferring all his power to Imperial.
So even a cool sword to transfer the powers. This is cool. Plus, Digivolving Beyond Mega, that's a cool idea. They'll definitely win that. And for some reason, Season 4 music, even though Season 2 had music.
It's got Omnimon's strength! Feel the power!
Oh, you had to be kidding me! This, in case you don't know, I made a video a while back about the game Digimon World, Dawn and Dusk, where I tried to beat Imperial Digimon in the game. Yeah, it took me like a year. I hate this Digimon! I really, really hate this Digimon. Which is kind of the reason I hate this movie. And he has to be the hero, really? Fine, just get over with. So Imperial Digimon now has the strength to fight Armageddon. I just don't care. I don't like this Digimon.
Go!
So the battle's won, but the Kuramon is still alive, and they don't really know what to do with this.
Kuramon! Millions of them. But their data will just assemble again into another Digi-Egg.
So Cody thinks to do the same thing as he said at the beginning. Put them in the computer,
We can send the Kuramon
and I guess let someone else deal with them.
with our cell phone.
Yeah, it's sticking with the Ultron joke, because I can't think of a better one. So we get this weird scene that I've never understood. We see a flashback from the first movie, kind of, it was like a preview for the show, of Tie with a Whistle, and flashback up from season 1 of Matt with Harmonica. What does that to do with Armageddon? Nothing. I don't know what's in the movie. With the power of Digivices and cell phones, Digimon apparently has the power to vanquish the Kurumon. And we will never see them again. Unless they make another movie about Diaboromon. Which they probably won't, because they haven't made a movie in years. Or if Diaboromon appears in Digimon Try, which he probably won't. Then again, Mightiest, who was the villain of Season 2, was the villain from Season 1. So I guess they could just reuse villains again, but I'm pretty sure they already have a villain. One more thing about this scene, how do they know the Kurumon are just gonna turn back into Diaboromon again and come back? Or Armageddon? Like, they don't know for sure that they're gone forever. They're Digimon, they don't usually die. Oh well, movie's over.
It worked. They used the cell phones to capture the Kurumon and send them back to the internet.
Yeah, how sending a computer virus back to the internet gonna help? Because it's gonna make things worse, idiots. Plus, isn't that how they came to be Diaboromon to begin with, computer viruses? Also, no one did anything in this movie except for Ty, Matt, maybe TK and Kari, Davis, and Ken. The rest of these characters were all useless. So why were they in this movie? I don't know, it was in the contract or something? I really have no idea. Still, this movie isn't that bad. It may have been confusing, but it's not as bad as Digimon Frontiers movie. Plus, they're also playing the right theme song for the credits. I guess someone watched Digimon Season 1. But no one bothered to put credits for the English dub team who translated this. I guess Japan really does get all the credit. All in all, Digimon Adventure 2, Adventure Diaboromon isn't a bad movie. It's actually kind of good. Well, I don't like Imperial Digimon Animon mode or whatever his name is, but that's because of the games. Honestly, the show's good. The movie's good. It fits into the show. It's got an okay plot. It sticks to what it knows by bringing back Diaboromon. It may not have the most action or use the characters perfectly, but it's not a bad movie. It's not good or perfect, but it's not bad either. If you're a Digimon fan, you probably should watch it. It wouldn't hurt to waste 30 minutes watching a Digimon movie. So, I'm Yellow Polytoad, and I say, if you're a Digimon fan, give this movie a shot.